What's up, folks? I'm Brandon. This is Chris, Pizzas and Park Hops.
Well, what's going on, everybody?
Dude, today we have a heck of a podcast.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
We got a little bit for everybody. All right. So today we are discussing the NFL playoffs, the NCAA playoffs in football, both in football, and Disney. And there's some pizza mixed in there too. Chris doesn't call it pizza, but we're going to be doing a taste test here.
Did you get this at the window? Pizza window?
Dude.
What are we talking?
No.
All right.
Connections has a new pizza slice that they just put out. And then also they have a new snack stand in Toy Story Land, and they're offering the Pizza Planet spring rolls, pepperoni pizza spring rolls. So we got pizza-esque snacks, we got pizza, and we got football. All those things go hand in hand.
We do.
So
are you excited for Monday? Let's kick it off with the college, because I mean you're rocking the IU hat.
Dude,
you're going against my Canes.
I'm hailing from Indiana here, folks, and dude, the Hoosier hysteria is off the chain right now. I mean, people are going crazy. Yep. People are going nuts. It's unprecedented. I can attribute it to, just, man, it's kind of hard it's like everybody has that, it's teeming with, the atmosphere is teeming with excitement, that kind of thing. And I attribute it to when you get to go to Disney, the day you get to go, you're so excited. You can't even do anything. You're just like, yeah, I'm going to Disney today.
See, this is where I'm kind of jealous of you guys, because college football up in the Northeast isn't very big. You know what I mean? We're big in, the NFL and stuff like that, but nothing like the Midwest and the South and, for college football. Like, I love that, that whole atmosphere, the big colleges and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys must be going crazy for that.
I mean, that's where the tailgate really happens, I mean, dude, I've seen some legitimate tailgates in my time, and I'm telling you, man, people will drive a whole freaking bus, and they'll have a buffet on the side of their butt, a buffet window, on the side of their freaking bus.
Yep.
And they're like, "Hey, boy, you're gonna see some guy walking over. Hey, boy, come on over here and grab you some barbecue," And you're like, "Okay." I don't know you from Adam, and he's like, "Well, have a Miller Lite or a Busch Light, man." And I'm like, "Okay, well, So, we got that going on over here. It's almost like NASCAR, It's like all the rednecks come out and tailgate, and then you got all these people that have these, $200,000-$300,000 RVs, and they got them parked over there, and they're the guy's like, "Yeah, I got my Traeger smoker out here, and I've been smoking this butt for about 3 days," and I brought it all the way up to Bloomington from Evansville, and it's smoking my wife out in the car, but she don't mind, so we got that kind of stuff too. So
nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's some legit stuff going on for college, and like I said before, at IU, we had billboards. Literally, we had billboards here in town that said Indiana football tickets $8. Okay, that was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They ripped those things down when Signetti showed up.
Yep.
Because they knew. And I tell you what, guys, this Indiana team, despite what the pundits say, this Indiana team is off the chain, man. 15-0. I mean, and they act like this game on Monday is their first game of the season, you know, and so they're excited, you know, they act like they haven't won the game yet, you know, and so, you know, you have Fernando Mendoza. That guy is like surgical with his throws, man. The guy has only had 6 incompletions the entire season. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I was just looking up while you were talking. I was looking to see what the spread is up to.
8.5. Right?
8.5.
8.5 spread.
I don't see that,
dude.
I don't know.
It's a real David and Goliath battle here, you know.
But the over under is 47.5. So that seems a little bit low for a college championship.
Yeah.
I don't know. Both these teams can put up some points, so we'll see who's going to show up on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, Mendoza, Heisman winner, that's been controversial, even though he deserves it, I believe. There's some other people who thought they were more deserving of it.
But here's the X factor that it's being brought up, but not a lot of people putting a lot of faith into it. But this is the first time in history in a college championship game where a team is playing in their home field.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if that's going to have a lot to do with it. I know, like the championship games, you know, each school gets, you know, an allotted amount of tickets and everything like that. So it's not going to be, obviously, it's not going to be, you know, filled up with Miami fans only. You know, it'll probably be, you know, 50-50. But I wonder if, you know, being on your home field, you know, makes a difference, you know, psychologically, whatever. You know, I don't know. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Monday. It's going to be a great game.
I think for Indiana, they're going to act like it's a home game, you know, like they did in Atlanta, you know. And Atlanta, I mean, that game, that was 3 quarters. They said 80%. It was more than 3 quarters. It was 80% of the crowd was Indiana fans. We traveled, man, and and I know several people. You know, a few that I work with. A few people that, you know, my daughter has. You know, her friends' parents, things like that. They went down there, you know, and experienced that, and they said it was unreal to experience, you know, that game down there in Atlanta. It was, you know, they can say what they want, you know. Oregon, they're still crying about it. Let's face it, they got routed, okay, and they're crying about it because, you know, they're like, oh well, we had to travel halfway across the country to, you know, to play these guys, and we were all tired and all this bull crap.
Yeah, but they don't show up that morning. Dude. They show up days and days ahead of time. So that's
exactly.
BS.
Yeah, it is BS. Yeah.
But you know what it is? A lot of the country's rallying behind Indiana because they're the shiny new toy. You know what I mean? It's the whole story of, you know, how the coach brought them from, you know, what were they, 3 wins 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3-9.
Yeah. So, you know, to what they've done in such a short period of time. And it's not like they squeaked into the playoffs and had a Cinderella run. They've been dominating since week 1. You know what I mean? And they've been tooling teams, and, you know, every all season they're like, you know, is this the week that, you know, the horseshoe's going to fall out of their rear end? And but no, they just kept rolling, and Mendoza's for real. You know, I think he deserved the Heisman. You know, I don't know if you saw the report that came out today that Dante Moore, the quarterback from Oregon, decided to go back to school.
Right.
He's not entering the draft because he was getting word that the Jets were going to pick him.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So, you know, the Jets are a place where quarterbacks go to die. You know what I mean? They they just, you know, if you look at like Sam Darnold, right? They drafted Sam Darnold. He started his career there, stunk it up, was terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then now he's lighting it up in Seattle. So
right.
You know, so he's doing well. So it goes to show you, it's like, you know, some organizations they have that hex on it, and
Right.
luckily for us in Boston, it's New York.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
we enjoy it, you know.
Well,
I got cousins that have season tickets to the Jets, and I just laugh at them.
yeah,
It's
man. Like,
hilarious.
well, they probably paid $20 for them, you know.
No, they pay a lot.
Yeah. Well,
It's New York, man. Nothing's
worthless
cheap.
tickets. Worthless
Nothing's
tickets.
cheap
Right.
in New York.
But going back to Indiana,
Yep.
that game against Oregon, dude, that was complete rout. I don't think Oregon was ready for that game.
No.
The game during the season was a lot closer,
Yep.
and I don't know if Oregon was just laying on their laurels and not prepared or what, but guys, I mean, they didn't even show up,
No.
but I tell you what, that Miami Old Miss game, that was one for the ages, man.
Yep.
That game was awesome, and everybody thought literally that Old Miss had it in the bag, and then Miami made that last run down the
Yep.
field, and I tell you what, that was magnificent. It really was. I've got to give credit to Miami on that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they're playing well. I mean, the both teams are playing well. I'm excited. Like I said, my Canes haven't been, they haven't been relevant in a long time. So I'm glad to see that they're back, whole new regime over there, and they're
Yep.
playing really well. And like I said, new blood in the finals, so it's going to be great. And like I said, it's going to be great. Me and you doing some trash talking on Monday because
yeah.
because this was the matchup we were hoping for from the beginning. So
Right. Yeah.
so I'm glad it came true. So
And,
it's going to be a great game.
And we got to talk about the one thing it's kind of the elephant in the room here. Miami didn't want Mendoza, even though the guy lived a few blocks away, right? And they didn't want him. And here he comes. He's coming home with his own team for a reckoning. Okay, and so I think Indiana is going to show up. Personally, I think Indiana's going to show up and they're going to show out, and they're going to be ready for this game. Miami, home field advantage, that's hard to go against. That is pretty hard to go against. But I think it's going to be, Miami was ranked 10th, and they knocked off everybody all the way up. They deserve to be there.
Well, they were ranked.
Indiana deserves to be there.
Yeah,
they were ranked. Deserve to be there.
They were ranked 10 because they had 2 games in a row in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
and I believe, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I believe both teams that they lost to were unranked.
Yeah.
So that killed them because I think they were 1 at some point right before that, 1 or 2.
Right.
And then they lost 2 in a row. And then I think they went down to about 14, 15, and then they started winning again and brought them back up to 10. But yeah, no, they played well on the home stretch when it counted,
Right. Yeah. And their quarterback's good too, but he's not, I don't think he's going to stand a chance against Mendoza, but that's just my personal opinion, but he is a good quarterback and we'll see, we'll see. I think it's going to be a highly defensive game as well as offensive, and both teams are really going to have to be laser focused to win that game, and we'll see who the victor is. I think it's a good matchup.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good matchup. I think the spread's a little bit high. I don't see that going that much.
I don't know. I think they put it that high because of how Indiana blew out Oregon, and handedly beat Alabama. I think that's why the spread's high. I think the game will be close. I think it'll be a one possession game, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking it's going to be under a touchdown.
Yeah.
Difference in the end.
Yeah.
And that's why that over unders at 47.5. you know, because college football championship, you're thinking it's going to be in the, low to mid 50s, but they have it at 47. So
Yeah.
so
Anyway, moving on to what Chris is all about, which is the NFL. That man, that playoff, that wild card, man, that was pretty good. Okay. I watched several games of the wild card. I thought it was nice. But man, these 8 teams that are left, I feel like it's a interesting playscape. Let's put it that way. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with the Pats just because they're playing so well right now. The defense is playing so good. The quarterback, second year quarterback Drake May, he's just lighting it up. You know what I mean? He's running the ball well. He's checking down his passes right. If he's getting into trouble, he's throwing it away. Kind of like, I'm not even going to say put him in the same category as a Tom Brady, but you start to see glimpses. Over here, we watched Tom Brady for 20 years, and we saw what he did and what he did good at, and he knew when the play was done and when to throw it away and when to move on to the next play. And we're starting to see that with May. He's not trying to make something happen that's not there. Which is good, no stupid turnovers and things like that. I mean, he has, set his share of, deceptions, but for the most part, he's been managing well, especially late in the season when they needed to, hold on to that number 2 ranking to, guarantee some home games.
I will say that from behind, or they're a second half team for sure.
They are,
and you really got to watch trying to make your predictions in the first half of the game. I think with them, but this matchup with the Texans is going to be, I think, it's going to be a hard match because of that Texas defense, of course. Yep. But I mean, God, their offense looked really good the other night too. And
Stroud had a rough first, 2.5 quarters.
Right.
I think he had, what did he have? 4 turnovers?
Yeah.
A couple fumbles, couple picks. So that defense is what's holding them together. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing now that I think is going to kind of seal the deal with them, I think there's going to be another low scoring game with New England, but I don't think Houston has the horses to keep up with the offense because they lost Nico Collins. Nico Collins was their stud, the stud receiver, and he's out for a concussion.
Yeah, but I really saw him show through, though. They showed through that, I think, and that's going to be, I think, yes, it's going to be a loss for them, but I think at the same time, they've got enough depth that they can cover that.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, dude, when they played Pittsburgh, I mean, Pittsburgh looked terrible. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that guy, he looked like somebody's grandpa out there.
Yeah.
And what was crazy, I was me and some coworkers were talking about this week, how every time Aaron Rodgers would throw the ball down the field, he acted like he was surprised that he would throw it like into the ground, and then he would act like he was surprised that a receiver or a tight end or something didn't catch it, and he would be like this, and you're like, what the heck, dude? Like, dude, like it's not my fault that they didn't catch it, that kind of thing, you know? And dude, he's too old, man. He needs to just go home.
Yeah, he should have retired. He should have retired
go to
a while
Sunny
ago.
Acres and hang out, over there, and wherever it is, whatever the nearest retirement home is, he needs to go hang out over there because, man, he looked rough, and all he's doing right now is tarnishing his legacy. He had a decent legacy going, but he playing like this, he's tarnishing it.
I'm surprised he kept going after he left New York. You know what I mean? I'm surprised he tried to do this over here, but
Dude's got to be like in deep with somebody, in debt or something. I don't
yeah.
know, but
But he couldn't get it done in Green Bay when he had Devontae Adams and everybody else
True.
around him and a great supporting cast, and he couldn't
True.
get it done. He always choked, and he's a good quarterback. He's a very, very good quarterback, but in the playoffs, he was one of the biggest choke artists in history. And like I was saying the other day, there are actually people out there that are touting him. They're saying that he's better than Brady. I'm like,
No
are you
way.
crazy? I'm like, in what universe? You know
No
what I mean?
way.
It's like
No
it's
way.
not even in the stratosphere. The guy
You
won.
you could argue others, but
No,
not Aaron Rodgers.
you can't argue anybody, to be honest with you, against Brady.
Oh,
The
come
numbers
on.
hold up. The numbers, you can't.
Well,
10
when
Super
you
Bowls, you
deflate
won
the
7.
footballs,
Huh?
when you deflate the footballs,
Oh, please. He could have beat them with a beach ball that night. That was a farce.
when you exactly, it was as deflated as a beach ball.
That
You're
was a
right.
witch hunt from the beginning.
You're right. It was with the Colts. It was a deflated football there. But anyway, that's the only way he won that game. But anyway, Deflategate. Remember that?
Oh, I remember
I had to
it.
bring it up. I had to bring it up. But I tell you what, Tom's not scoring any off the field either. Let's put it that way. I mean, I think he's doing all right being a sportscaster.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
And
he's making ends meet.
Owner, but he picked the wrong team to try to own too. The Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, come on.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, they're starting to build it up. I
Mendoza probably.
I was going to say, I think they're grabbing Mendoza at 1. I think they're going to grab Mendoza. You have Genty. He's a great running back. They need, grab another couple receivers. They have, Trey Tucker's a good one, but he's not good. They have Brock Bowers as the tight end. So they got a good foundation. They need to shore up that line and get a veteran receiver. And if I was Brady, I would make every effort possible to pick up Harbaugh as the coach, because he's the guy that you want to develop that quarterback.
Oh yeah, mean, why he got fired, who knows? But I mean, you saw also,
he made
the Steelers is going to be looking for a head coach. Tomlin is the longest tenured professional coach here, within the last, couple decades. I mean, the guy's been around too long at the Steelers, and kind of glad that he probably got the boot, and he's saying he stepped down, but I think he got the boot. And I think the ownership had enough. And they're going to be looking for a quarterback too, because Aaron Rodgers, no, he's not coming back. Surely,
no. Aaron Rodgers is done. No,
surely, God, he's not.
He needs to go.
Anyway, I think it'll be an interesting matchup there, over in New England. So, another one, another one is the Bills and the Broncos. Man, that one.
That's going to be a great game.
Oh, dude, that game's going to be. I mean, that game is going to be one for the ages. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a tight game, and you got to remember, the Bills upset the Broncos last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so here we are again, the revenge match, right? And I think it's going to be pretty good. Allen, Josh Allen is, I think he's wants a Super Bowl more than anybody, and the guy almost deserves it too. If he could bring the Lombardi to Buffalo, that would be a pretty tall task. But I think he's got the ability, but it's gonna be a hard ways to go. And, guy's literally sacrificing his body for the game. I mean,
Yeah.
that guy was like totally hurt the entire game and played through it.
I got Denver winning that by small amount. Denver's playing too well.
Yeah.
And Buffalo always has a way to.
Denver's got the no-fly zone, man.
Yeah.
So they're gonna, and they're gonna utilize that. Let's put it that way. San Francisco and Seattle. That's another one.
Yep.
They went 1-for-1 during the regular season, right?
Yep.
So I think that those two, they've split during the regular. They're here. They're matching up again at the playoffs. We're gonna see. I think we're going to see a stunner of a game there, too. Do I believe Seattle should be at the top of that? No, I don't. But we'll see how it comes out. But the 49ers put on a good game last week. So
yeah, that game can go either way because you don't know who's going to show up for San Francisco. You know what I mean? If Purdy, plays really well. You know what I mean? They got Jennings, they got McCaffrey. If all those guys play well, they're a hard team to beat. Their offense is great, but they're too up and down. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're going to get from them. So, and Seattle is another one. Seattle can light it up one night.
They're hot or cold. Yep.
Stink it up the other. So that game could go either way.
That's why I said I don't know that they really deserve to be at the top.
Right.
but But a big loss last week was Kittle. Gosh.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough for the Niners, and then for them to pull off the win, I was pretty impressed by that.
Yeah. And he's going to be out next season too. That's a over a year recovery on a torn Achilles like that.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. He's not a little skinny guy. You know what I mean? So his recovery is going to be a little longer.
Yeah, that's for sure. The biggest advantage that Seattle has for that game, basically it's a home game, right? But at the same time, they got the Seattle 12th man, which that stadium can get loud too. But the thing about Seattle is, they've had a week off.
Right.
So they've had their time to sit back and analyze what everybody's doing. Same thing with Denver, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so those two teams are going to be fresh, and I think that the opposing teams are going to be. It's going to be really hard for them to go to these home fields and pull it off. But I mean, miracles do happen, so who knows?
Right.
Yep, and then the last one, man, is the Rams in Chicago.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's the Sunday night game. I think the Rams are going to win that. I think
really?
Yeah, I think so. Stafford's too good.
I don't know, man. It's going to be like blizzard code down there, up there in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago can get some nasty weather. That'll work in their favor, definitely. Caleb played well the other night. I think he threw for 360, something like that.
Yeah.
So, if he can do that again, I'm not a Rams fan, believe me. I don't like them. I'm not a McVay fan. I think he's cocky. He's a good coach.
Right.
But, you know what I mean? And I don't think Stafford deserves the MVP, even though he's going to win it, just because, it's later in his career and everything like that. But I don't think he deserves it because, look at that staff. Look at that offense that he has around him. You know what I mean? And
right.
You know what I mean? And I know it's coming down to him in May, and it's already been decided, they vote before the playoffs,
right.
But I think Drake May did more this year with less. You know what I mean? He doesn't have Devontae Adams. He doesn't have Puka Nacua. He doesn't have, Higbee. So he doesn't have that offense around him that Stafford did, and he did more. You know what I mean? His stats are right the same, with a better record. And I know they had a weaker schedule, and that's what everybody's going to say, but yeah, so we'll see. So I think the Rams are going to take it, but I don't want them to. I'd love to see Chicago back.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago, it's their first playoff, in 15 years.
Yeah.
And man, dude, they're poised. Let's put
Yeah.
it this way: they're poised to win, right? But and it's going to be Stafford against the elements.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, it's going to be his coldest game of his career.
Yep.
And so I think that's going to play into it. But at the same time, but those Bears, man, they're pretty resilient. And they're known also as a late fourth quarter team.
Yep.
They can pull off wins in those late fourth quarters, and they're dangerous there. I mean, Bears, Lord, we thought the Pack was definitely going to win that game, and the Bears just started showing up in the fourth. And man, they literally hammered the Green Bay Packers, and I think it's man, they deserve that. They deserved that win. But I think like you said, it's going to be hard for them to play the Rams. As much as everybody hates the Rams, it's going to be hard for them to play. But I think that they might overcome. Man, they may win.
Yep. We'll see.
Well, I mean, with those football matchups, I think the playoffs, the playscape has been set, right? And I think that the NFL's got a good way about it this year, and I'm excited. I don't have a horse in the race. The Chiefs, they're at home, so hopefully, the Patriots will be sitting right beside them next week. But
no, I don't think so.
But that's it. We'll see how that cookie crumbles.
So this is the matchup I'm rooting for. I'm hoping the Pats make it through. My prediction is I think Denver is going to win. Unfortunately, New England would have to go to Denver to go to the Super Bowl. So I'm kind of hoping for Buffalo to go just so they play New England. It would be kind of the rubber match because they played, obviously because in the same division, they played twice this year and they won one each. So It'd be the third game for those, but it would be played here in New England. So, we'll see. But my matchup that I would love to see would be New England-Chicago rematch of Super Bowl 20.
That'd be wild.
That'd be a great matchup. I think they're very, the similar skilled teams right now,
Yeah.
So I would love to see that. So,
well, then you shouldn't have Chicago losing.
That's my hope. I don't want them to lose, but like I said, I think they're gonna.
Yeah.
My gut tells me they're gonna, but who knows? Maybe they'll get, 5 inches of snow and, 10-mile-an-hour winds with 5 degrees.
I think it's gonna be an icy one.
Be good. So it'll be good.
Well, so enough of that football. Let's get to the food, man. So January, you know how they say, February's for lovers. Well, January's for foodies.
Who says that?
Yeah.
Oh, February's for why? Because of Valentine's Day?
Yeah, because of Valentine's Day. But January's for foodies, man. Especially if you're a Disney fan.
Absolutely.
And so we're gonna crack back the veil on what Disney's got going on for the Festival of the Arts that's coming up. It starts on Friday, January 16th.
Yeah, I saw they started all the chalk drawings on the sidewalks in Epcot today.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
It'll be cool.
And, so they got that going on. They've got some other new food offerings going on. So we're going to talk a little bit about being a Disney foodie again. This is kind of week 2 of, Disney foodie. But that's leading up. It's leading up to our trip here in a few weeks, and we're getting excited, man. We're going to be there the last few days of the month, this month, and we're going to go and try all those great treats. And but Chris is going to hit us off with what Disney's got going on. They got this new chicken strip thing going on, and Chris has studied this extensively. I'm gonna make some comments, but Chris, I want you to really give us your play by play of Disney's uh, uh, chicken strip
Yeah, so
extravaganza, basically.
yeah, so this isn't, for January. This came out, I believe, in the middle of the fall. I want to say October, November.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically they unveiled 13 new chicken strip recipes,
Right.
varieties around property. You know what I mean? And it's all over YouTube, and they go back and they go into each one and they film each one. So I've seen it a couple of times, So I'll just kind of go through the list where you can find them, and a couple of them that that I'm really interested to try, and a couple of them would be like, not for me, type of thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so the first one that they have the seaside chicken strips, right? So the
Okay.
chicken strips it's chopped, topped with a seasoned aioli. But this is what throws me on this one is it's topped with crushed pretzels.
Crushed pretzels.
Yeah. Now I love pretzels, but do I want it with an aioli on a chicken tender?
No.
So it seems a little odd,
It is kind of weird, and it's I
right?
don't know, crushed pretzels.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird combination. And the people that I've seen on YouTube try it, and they're like, it's not bad, but it's
Is
not.
the batter
I don't.
pretzel like a
No,
pretzel
no,
batter?
I don't know. No, I think it's topped with the crushed pretzel with
Oh,
the
okay.
on top of the tender. And this you can find if this is your jam. This is at Columbia Harbor House at Magic Kingdom. So for me, that's a big negative. I'm not. I don't even know
Nah,
if I would even try that. You know,
nah.
um, this one isn't bad. This is the waffle cone chicken strips. It's actually served in a waffle cone. You
Okay.
know, kind of like when you get ice cream in a waffle cone.
Yep.
So they put the chicken strips in that. They call it a sweet and savory mix.
Hmm.
So that one seemed kind of interesting. I don't know. You can find that one at how do you say that? Restaurantosaurus at
Yep.
Animal Kingdom, and it's at the Beaches Pool Bar at the Grand Flow. So
Okay.
those are the two places you can find that.
Okay.
This one sounds really good. It's a honey buffalo chicken strips with ranch dressing. Okay, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Classic heat, little hot honey on it, and that you can get a Backlot Express. That's Hollywood
Okay. Yeah, I
Studios.
never go there. That place is usually trash.
It is. It is, but I'd be curious to try that,
Yeah.
Next one that they have a sweet chili aioli, which sounds really good. This one is at Landscape of Flavors at Out of Animation, and also at Centertown Market at Caribbean Beach Resort.
I like a good sweet chili. I do.
Sweet chili is great. I like it a
I
lot.
love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually have um, a bottle of it in my fridge right now that I kind of mix up. If I want like a mood for like a wing or something like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
but yes, sweet chili is a good flavor. This next one, I'm gonna try and pronounce this. It's a gochujang glazed chicken strips. Now, this one it kind of sounds a little weird, but when I saw it on YouTube, it actually looks pretty good. So this one I'm going to give it a try. And this one you can get at two places. Luckily, one of them is Pop Century, so I'm not going to have to go too far to get that one. And the other one is at Captain Cook's
Okay.
at
All
the
right.
Poly. So that's one that I'm definitely going to end up trying. Do you like jerk chicken?
I do.
You
Yep.
do? So this is another one that they have. They have jerk barbecue chicken strips with pineapple salsa.
Okay.
So I'm not a
Bet
big
those suckers are hot.
I'm not a big jerk chicken. I don't know why. It just
Usually jerk chicken's pretty hot.
nothing to do with the heat. I love heat. I just don't like the taste
Oh, okay.
of jerk chicken.
It's like a mixture of blackened almost, but
Yeah,
too much. Yeah.
yeah. It's just not my thing. I've never, not that it's terrible. I've just the few times that I've had it, I'm like, not really my thing. This one you get at All Star Sports at the End Zone food court. Also at Sasagula Floatworks at French Quarter. And it's also at Riverside Mill Food Court at Riverside.
Okay.
And that's that. So that's that one. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. roasted jalapeno cheddar.
Mm,
What about that?
that sounds good.
You like that one?
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
I'm not a big cheesy person like that, like cheddar cheese and things like that. So I don't know how I would like that one. So there's a cheesy, spicy um, option. It's at resorts at Trails End, food at Fort Wilderness, and Old Key West at Goods Food to Go. So those are the
Okay.
two places you can find that. Next one is a spicy ranch chicken strips, which that would be, I would love that. I think that would be good, a spicy ranch. That's a
Oh yeah.
Contempo Cafe, contemporary. And then the next ones, these are kind of pretty standard, lemon pepper parmesan. That's
Hmm.
at Pinocchio Village House. Um, classic buffalo. Can't go wrong with that. That's a Cosmic Rays. They
Right.
have a citrus glazed sauce. And that's at your place at the Riviera, right? At Primo
Yep.
Piatto. And then a spicy aioli, which is at Hollywood Studios at Rosie's. And then the last one is a buffalo ranch sauce. So they have a few buffalo sauces, a few different variations of it. They got the honey buffalo, they got the classic, and then the buffalo ranch.
Hmm.
And this is a yacht and beach club at the All Star Music and at Blizzard Beach.
Okay.
So basically, those are all the new ones that they came up with. There's probably out of the 13, there's probably 5 or 6 that I really want to try.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze them all into a 6-day trip, but I'll try to hit a few of them anyway. Try them out.
Well, here this week Disney came out with something even more different.
Yeah,
And it's the savory waffle takeover. Have you heard about this?
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't look too much into it though. I think it was
It's
kind of a headline thing that I saw.
yeah, they're going to be doing 3 brand new savory style Mickey waffles.
Okay.
It's served in like a cone, like in a waffle cone, I guess.
Okay.
These are going to be like portable meals, you know. And so they got like a barbecue brisket mac and cheese waffle. Smoke. It says smoky brisket, creamy mac and cheese, sweet black pepper, barbecue sauce, and pickled onions tucked in a Mickey waffle cone. They've got the same, but they got a hot honey chicken waffle, fried chicken bites, black pepper, candied bacon, spicy pickle, slaw, and roasted jalapenos, all drizzled with hot honey and garlic ranch.
So where are these? Where can you get these?
These are going to be. It says the marketplace snacks, so I'm not sure exactly.
Marketplace at Springs?
Maybe I guess I don't know.
Hmm.
And then there's a last one. Let's see. The last one's a bacon cheeseburger waffle. Now this one's kind of weird. Ground beef, crispy bacon, cheddar cheese sauce, pickles, lettuce, tomato, and burger sauce. So who knows what that? It probably tastes like a Big Mac.
Probably.
And that's just kind of weird, but man, I'm kind of willing to try a couple of those.
Yeah.
But of course, let's talk about Festival of the Arts. Okay. This is the food that looks like art. This is when Disney and their culinary greats come up with some pretty cool looking and tasting food.
Yep.
Okay. And so, with that, I think there's a lot of things, man. There's tons.
Yeah. The menu came out. I know they finalized it the other day.
Right.
They released it anyway. It's huge. I mean, there's a lot of new stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, we can't name it all here, guys.
No.
But
is there
heavy hitters?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a couple that you're looking forward to? Because I got one that I'm dying to try.
This destructed key lime pie, visually stunning take on a classic at deconstructed dish.
So out of all the stuff at Festival of the Arts, all the food, all the kiosks. You pick the key lime pie
No,
that
no,
you're
no, no,
excited
no.
for.
I'm just saying that was one of the ones that was a standout. That crab cake with lobster bisque and lemon dill cream.
All right.
That's going to be in France. That one, a guy from New England, who's going to be walking with me. That'd be interesting if he tried that.
Yeah.
That one was kind of weird.
Yeah.
There's going to be a few different new matchas. Some let's see here. Oh, there's this one. It's not a festival. This one's at Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
It's called Grapey Apple Boba. And it's a
What
new
is that?
purple and green boba drink featuring green apple popping pearls. That sounds good. Yeah. So anyway, the festival's got some good stuff here. Figment's Inspiration Station's got popcorn, chicken, and waffles, rainbow popcorn, chicken, and mini mozzarella and maple syrup. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
I know you're looking forward to. There's like a what is that? It's like a beef Wellington.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one I was looking for the exact name to get it right.
Yeah.
So
Tell us about that one.
Yeah, so it's called the Beef Wellington Inspired Croissant Supreme.
Okay.
So it's creamed spinach on top of a croissant. So this is the one part that kind of throws me. Like if I was looking at this, the way to describe it and knowing my palate, I would look like I'm not eating this. But I know we were hungry last year and you guys all got in line. And I said, oh, what the hell? I'll grab one. And I was surprised at how good it was. It was really good. So it has the croissant and it has a mushroom gorgonzola ragu, okay, and then a mustard grilled flank steak with the red wine sauce.
Okay.
So on top of the croissant. So
I'm down with that.
So as long as I can, I think last year I picked off the mushrooms. I'm not a huge mushroom fan, but the rest of it was great. The steak was great. The croissant was great. The red wine sauce, everything kind of went together. So that's one I'm looking forward to.
All right. What about the Arts Table? They've got
what do you got on that?
It's in the America Pavilion. Okay.
Okay.
Steakhouse lobster Caesar salad, peppercorn crusted strip loin with potatoes au gratin, and dark chocolate tort. Those three. Those are. I think I would be down with that peppercorn crusted strip loin with potatoes au gratin. That sounds good.
See, now I don't like lobster.
Oh, jeez, man.
And I'm
Are
from
you
Boston.
Are you even from Boston?
I am. Just don't like.
Another one that chorizo and potato empanada, and I think that's going to be in Mexico. So that one would be pretty good. Any other standouts for you?
Yeah, I got one. This is the one in China. So I love
General Tso's chicken.
Yeah, so the General Tso's chicken shumai.
That's right.
Dumplings filled with chicken, asparagus, onions, and water chestnuts, topped with the General Tso's sauce. That sounds phenomenal. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I bet
I'm waiting in line. I don't care what the line is for that one. I'm waiting in it. Hopefully it's not too long.
That char siu pork bun looks pretty good too.
Yeah. Barbecued pork and a steam. Yeah. Might have to get that too.
That looked pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
See, what do they get going in Mexico?
Crab cake with lobster wrist. I already mentioned that. Let's see. Oh, the in Italy, and I'm gonna butcher this, man. It's the polenta pistachia layered with bolognese, and cheeses.
You want me to take over?
Yeah, the Italian here.
So yeah, so the right way you say it, the Americans say it polenta, but with the Italian dialect to it, like it's almost like a th. So it's like polenta, and that's how you say
polenta,
it.
huh?
And the name of the sauce is a bolognese. That's how you say that.
Bolognese.
So bolognese is like a sauce. It's a beef, a meat based thick sauce.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what that is. So that actually sounds pretty good.
And it's got cheeses.
Do you know what polenta is?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
It's like it's a pasta, right?
No.
No. What is it?
No, it's like a cornmeal. So the different ways they can do it. Like some of them they make it on the thick side. You can like fry it up, but polenta
I've had it like a pasta.
No, it's almost like
corn pasta.
So it's like like the old fashioned way. I don't know how they're gonna serve it, but like the old fashioned, like the way my mother makes it, it's almost like a thick stew, but it's very smooth. There's nothing else in it. Picture like a pudding consistency. Kind of like that.
Right. Well, I've had like this. I thought it was called polenta, but it was like a corn. It was like a corn based.
Yeah, well, it's
pasta.
corn. Yeah, it's cornmeal. They could have made it into a pasta. I don't know. You people in the Midwest that kind of throw me. So
I don't know.
I don't know what you're eating over there.
Never asked. Yeah, here I am talking to an Italian. And he should be reading this, right?
Yeah.
The taiyaki fish-shaped pastry at Japan, filled with custard.
Yeah,
that's weird, but I'm willing to try that. The Tokyo Kawaii roll with shrimp tempura and colorful rice. That one I had this one last year. And that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
But they also had this cup. It was like a ramen cup.
Okay.
And so you're like eating the ramen. Well, the ramen's like, it's not warm. It's cold. It was like cold.
Really?
It was almost like a vinaigrette. It was weird, dude.
That was last year?
Yeah.
At Japan?
Yeah.
So it's not on the menu.
No.
So
they had to have taken it off.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't look like it was crowd favorite.
It was not good, man.
That Wagyu bun looks good too. Steamed bun filled with sweet and savory minced American Wagyu beef.
Is that how you say it?
What?
I'm just messing.
Wagyu?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
We say it the same way. Just being silly.
But that looks good.
Yeah, so they've got some cool stuff. Let's see here. They've got this berry at the refreshment outpost. This is like over like what do they call it, like Africa or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
They got a wild berry funnel cake topped with brown sugar brandy, wild berry compote, and dark chocolate sauce. I'm not a dark chocolate fan, but that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I don't like dark chocolate.
At Norway, this hazelnut praline bowler. It's a caramel bun with hazelnut cream. That's probably pretty good too.
All right.
But something new at Epcot that Chris wants me to walk by is this Connections Eatery. They got this barbecue chicken pizza, smoked chicken and sweet barbecue sauce. And they also have a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Now, the Nashville hot chicken sandwich sounds pretty appealing, but
that sounds good.
I'm going to try the barbecue chicken pizza because we're pizzas and park hops here, folks.
It's not pizza.
We're trying. If they're calling it pizza, we're trying. Okay? So we'll give that a shot. I'm going to make Chris eat it. And
I won't eat it.
And he's going to like it.
Oh.
He's going to have to.
What I'll probably do is I'll get like
about 3 weeks. He's going to be eating crow when he says that he likes this stuff.
I won't, because I'll buy like 6 slices and I'll just pick off the barbecue chicken and just eat the chicken.
6 slices. They're probably $20 each, so that's a lot of
Probably.
money, man. That's a lot
Yeah.
of money to waste. But yeah, that or the Nashville hot chicken sandwiches.
That looks
pretty
good.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think Chris wants to come over here and get some Nashville hot chicken. Some real from Nashville. So
Well,
let's see.
our Nashville chicken is just as good as yours.
Yeah, but when we go to Nashville, the Nashville hot chicken, that's the place.
I'm being wise. I'm being wise because you guys think your pizza's as good as ours.
Dude, our pizza's good. It's just
That's like
we got Scott jacked up crust, man.
that's like saying the barbecue in Boston is just as good as like down south.
You
gotta play
barbecue.
You gotta play to your strengths. No, there's no good barbecue around here.
Oh,
except for my backyard,
here, man.
I know you do, but I'm saying not up here.
We got not good barbecue.
Here. Just the same way with pizza. Like you guys got you got good pizza down there, but it's not the same level it is in Boston, New York, and Connecticut. It's a different level.
Oh my! I've had pizza all over the country. And I'll tell you,
You've never been to Boston.
Oh, but I've been to New York. I've had pizza in New York.
What pizza where did you go in New York for pizza?
I can't name the place. It was some street,
you ever been to
place.
You ever been to New Haven?
No.
That's the best. That's unbelievable.
No, I've never been there. But I tell you, I'm willing to try some of these things here at Epcot's Festival of the Arts. I mean, I'm open. I'm open to try new things. Unlike Chris, and try a barbecue pizza. There's a barbecue pizza here that's pretty dang good.
Yeah,
and I've mentioned it before.
Okay.
And it's called the West Sider, and it's at A-Zip Pizza.
You talk about this A-Zip place. I gotta try this.
Yeah, this month they've got General Tso's pizza. Yeah.
See, right off the bat, you're just taking it down a bunch of notches for me.
Oh man, come on!
These
are all special. These are specialty pizzas. You gotta be in the mood for them.
I gotta check out this website.
If you like Chinese food, that General Tso's is pretty good.
Yeah,
if you like crab rangoon,
I don't
like my wife.
I hate rangoon.
If you like it like my wife, then you wait for March crabness, and they have a March crabness pizza, which is like a crab rangoon pizza. It's pretty good. I've had a little bit of it, but the General Tso's chicken pizza is good.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're gonna be in Disney in about 2 weeks. So we're both excited. And
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
We're going to be bringing you some pizza reviews from Disney. And we all know that Disney's pizza is bad, but I'm hoping that Chris is going to come out on the other side of this trip and say that he likes a few things. And so we're gonna get real reactions from Chris as he's eating every meal.
The one pizza that I'm curious to try because it looks good. I'm going by the eyeball test. Is at Alforno at the Boardwalk, and I think we have reservations on Thursday night, I believe.
Yeah.
Thursday night we have there. So we'll see. We have to get
a wood-fired pizza over there. They got. I'm telling you guys, for Disney pizza, it's good. And you're right, Chris. You got to notch it down a few levels to say a Disney pizza is decent.
You do.
But Alforno was pretty good. So anyway,
we'll see.
Anyhow,
I mean, I know what we get at Via Napoli. So
we're getting the pizza window.
Mm.
Yeah.
No pizza window.
Oh, I digress. The pizza window is always open, man. So, you just go over there, you get you a good slice of pepperoni. That's what you need to set your day off right.
I'm just gonna go in.
Trust me.
I'll go into the to the real restaurant. I'll get a quick table.
And get a big old cheese pizza.
Get a cheese and a pepperoni. Good to go.
Cheese only, guys. He doesn't eat meat on his pizza. Don't let him fool you. Anyway, man, we're rambling now.
Yeah.
So, we're excited about our trip. We hope you guys are excited to see what Chris tastes while we're on the trip. And anyway, I think it's going to be fun. But anyway, I'm excited about football playoffs. I haven't been excited about football in a while. Even though the Chiefs have been winning year after year, they're not there this year, but I'm still kind of, I was like, man, you have to think, do I take the road and be sad for 6-8 months and depressed that the Chiefs aren't in the playoffs, or do I embrace this new era of football? And so I'm embracing it, hoping that in any manner, whoever plays beats the Patriots. So,
all right, we'll see.
Oh man,
we will see.
And Chris hopes that the Bills finally bring home the Lombardi. So this is going to be great.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have the updates next week.
That's all right. Yeah, we're going to keep you abreast of the situation, folks.
Because we only got a few more weeks left, so.
That's right. Yeah, we should.
It's all over.
While we're on our trip, we're going to know, who it is, and that rivalry's really going to heat up. But, I'm glad that we're both at opposing ends on this college football as well. So, we're going to see. We're going to see who the real team is. Is it Miami Hurricanes, or is it the rumbling, tumbling Indiana Hoosiers? And I think the world is going to be shocked and surprised when the Hoosiers come out on top and have the perfect season in the modern era.
Well, we'll see.
So that's what we want.
We'll see. It's gonna be a good game.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm Brandon. That's Chris. We're Pizzas and Park Hops. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your week. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.